Concerning the significance of heparin-dependent antibodies, we know that they are associated with HIT, but all of them do not provoke HIT because of the asymptomatic antibodies, including some IgG isotypes. In heparin-treated patients, there is a high prevalence of IgM isotypes, and in some clinical contexts, in our experience more in malignancy, of IgA isotypes. And the question also is open, and which is their significance for the risk assessment. And now, how can we improve the value of immunoassays? By identifying antibodies which have a higher association with the clinical context, means to identify pathogenic antibodies. So the isotype brings part of the response, testing ability, but it is not so easy. And you know that some studies focus on epitope specificity, and Mortimer Pond's group in Philadelphia developed a specific antibody, which was cacao, for heparin antibodies, but you know, probably the response is more polyclonal than to only a single epitope. Now, an open question also with the introduction of the new heparin is which strategy for differentiating immunogenicity of various low molecular weight heparins, especially when they are used in contexts where the risk of HIT is the highest. So the first is to see their capacity to generate platelet-dependent antibodies, which are able to activate platelets by combining immunoassays and platelet activation assays. And this will need also to run clinical studies on large cohorts and follow up and with a longitudinal follow-up in order to see the proportion of patients developing antibodies and which antibodies have platelet activation capacity. Another approach is to predict their capacity to form immunoreactive complexes with PF4, and we spoke about the different factors affecting the association with PF4. And in this case, chemical analysis and multimolecular complex formation can be useful. And there can be also indirect evidence by testing their capacity to bind heparin-dependent antibodies from patients who develop HIT when treated with another heparin. And then this heparin needs to be associated with PF4 and test his availability to capture HIT antibodies. And then they are tested as capture antigens. And finally, I would like to thank you for your attention and to mention here all the major groups with whom we have been working. We got a very close collaboration, especially on mechanisms and assays with Andreas Grenacher in Germany, with Dominique Meyer in France, with Yves Cruel and Claire Pouplar for applications, with Ismail Elalami, Professor Drouet, Professor Panzer, and Professor Farid and Valenga in Chicago. And of course, we have also very strong and continuous support from Anyara for helping us in clinical studies and in validation. And we'd like also to thank our research group at Hyphen. So thank you very much.